So what is a disciple anyway? Hi, I'm Mac Frazier, pastor of the Washington New Church in Mitchellville, Maryland, and this is part 16 in the series, Let's Read the Gospel of Mark. To see the rest of this series, follow this link up here or in the description below. Previously, we read that Jesus continued to draw crowds seeking healing, and that he continued to teach them and to free them from demons. What's more, the crowds he drew were now coming from farther and farther away. When he started, he was mostly just known in his hometown. But over time, his fame spread to the entire surrounding region of Galilee. By the end of the last video, that had extended to other regions, including all the way south past Jerusalem and Judea. Many who followed him were regulars. We've already met 5 that he handpicked at the very beginning of his mission: Simon, Andrew, James, John, all fishermen, and Levi, a tax collector. Now, let's meet 7 more disciples in Mark chapter 3, verses 13 through 21. And he went up on the mountain and called to him those whom he desired, and they came to him. And he appointed 12, whom he also named apostles, so that they might be with him, and he might send them out to preach and have authority to cast out demons. He appointed the 12, Simon, to whom he gave the name Peter, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James, to whom he gave the name Boanerges, that is, sons of thunder, Andrew, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James, the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddaeus, and Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. Then he went home, and the crowd gathered again, so that they could not even eat. And when his family heard it, they went out to seize him, for they were saying, "He is out of his mind." Wow. So Jesus has been spending all this time doing impossible miracles, becoming increasingly famous, and now we find out his own family think he's crazy? I mean, at least one of his miracles happened right in the center of their living room. Or does this just mean that they thought he was crazy for spending so much time out in the crowd? Maybe they were worried about what might happen to him and just thought he was taking crazy risks. Could be either, really. In typical Mark style, we're not given many extra details here. Likewise, we have a list of followers singled out by Jesus, yet we still don't know much about them. So James and John, we already know, and Andrew and Simon, although now we find out that Jesus at some point gives Simon the nickname Peter. Peter, by the way, is a play on the Greek word petros, which means rock. And speaking of nicknames, James and John are given one too: Boanerges, literally sons of thunder or thunder boys. And yes, there's a story behind that, but we're not there yet. Where did Levi go? Well, if you compare this book to the other 3 Gospels, it looks like Levi is sometimes called Matthew, which is how he was listed here. Most of the rest, we don't know anything about, except that last one, Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. And yeah, we will definitely get to that story before we're done. So that makes these 12 special, right? That he chose them? Compared to everyone else who'd been following Jesus, he chose these 12. Why? Well, Jesus chose them specifically to accompany him, but also as people he could send out to do the same work he was doing, preaching and casting out demons. Disciple, by the way, is literally a learner. And a disciple of Jesus learned by following him and also by doing his work themselves. Today, Christians, followers of Jesus, are meant to be disciples as well. And that means learning from him, but also working for him. What work is a modern disciple meant to do? We'll have to read and find out. For now, let's finish by saying the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day.